Dear friends, when talking about chemical science, we certainly cannot help but mention one of the greatest minds in human history, Dmitri Ivanovich Mendeleev. He was the one who drew a map of the chemical universe, the periodic table of elements, a work that to this day is still a guideline for chemists, physicists, biologists, and modern technology. His life story is a difficult but brilliant journey, from a poor boy in the cold Siberia of Russia, to a scientist who changed the face of world science. Part 1, A Difficult Childhood in Siberia. Dmitri Ivanovich Mendeleev was born on February 8, 1834 in the village of Verkhny Aremzyani, near the city of Tobolsk, Siberia, Russia. He was the youngest child in a very large family, some documents say 14, even 17 brothers and sisters. His father was a school principal but unfortunately became blind, lost his job, and died when Dmitri was young. His mother, Maria Dmitrievna, became the breadwinner of the family, raising a large family. The poverty and instability, combined with the harsh cold air of Siberia, seemed to have extinguished the young Dmitri's path to education. But Maria always believed that education was the only way to bring her son to the future. She was the one who ignited the passion for learning in Dmitri. In 1849, when Dmitri was only 15 years old, his mother took him from faraway Siberia to St. Petersburg, the center of science and education in Russia. The journey was thousands of kilometers long and arduous, but it opened the door to the whole world later. Maria sent Dmitri to the main pedagogical institute. Not long after, she died of tuberculosis. Before closing her eyes, she left her son a message. Study, persevere, and find your own path. That advice became a beacon throughout Mendeleev's life. Part 2, Years of Research and Teaching. In St. Petersburg, Mendeleev quickly revealed his outstanding talent in chemistry. He was passionate about research and tireless, despite his poor health and many times facing tuberculosis. After graduating in 1855, Mendeleev was sent to Germany to study and research. There, he came into contact with leading chemists such as Robert Bunsen and Gustav Kirchhoff. These were the years that forged him into an international scientist with a broad vision. Returning to Russia, Mendeleev began his teaching career at St. Petersburg University. He was not only a lecturer, but also an excellent textbook writer. His book Principles of Chemistry was considered the foundation for students at that time. While teaching, Mendeleev always wondered how to arrange and systematize dozens of discovered chemical elements in a regular way, so that students could easily remember, understand, and most of all, reflect their natural nature. Part 3, The Fateful Moment, the Birth of the Periodic Table. In 1869, while compiling textbooks, Mendeleev decided to arrange the elements according to atomic mass. He wrote the names of each element on cards, wrote down their properties, and arranged them like a giant jigsaw puzzle. One day in March 1869, after many sleepless nights, Mendeleev suddenly realized, if he arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic mass, their chemical properties would repeat in a certain cycle. That is the periodic law. The properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic masses. From that discovery, he drew the first periodic table, a structure in which the elements are arranged in cycles. The greatest thing, Mendeleev left blank spaces in the table, predicting that there would be undiscovered elements to fill them. Indeed, later, elements such as gallium, Ga, scandium, Se, germanium, Ge, were discovered, just as he predicted. That astonishing accuracy made the world bow. Mendeleev's periodic table is not only a learning tool, but also the key to decoding the structure of matter. Part 4, Inventions and Contributions Beyond the Periodic Table. Although the periodic table is the greatest work, Mendeleev did not stop there. He also made many other inventions and contributions. Research on liquids and gases. Mendeleev discovered the concept of the critical point of a liquid, where the boundary between liquid and gas disappears. This is the foundation for later thermodynamic physics. Oil industry. He was interested in the exploitation and use of oil in Russia, considering it a future energy source. Measurements and standards. He served as director of the Russian Bureau of Weights and Measures, contributing to the standardization of the measurement system, ensuring accuracy in commerce and science. Applied chemistry. Mendeleev researched smokeless gunpowder, produced standard vodka with a concentration of 40 degrees, and many other applications. This shows that he was not only a theorist, but also a practical person, attached to social needs. Part 5, Fame, Challenges, and Controversy. With the periodic table, Mendeleev became a star in the scientific community. He received many awards and honors from all over the world. However, he was never awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, despite being nominated many times. It is believed that personal conflicts and jealousy in the scientific community caused him to be overlooked. However, Mendeleev was never too concerned about the title. He said, "Fame is not important. What is important is the discovery of scientific truth." Apart from science, he was also a strong and sometimes controversial personality. He married twice, had many children, and was known for his long hair, bushy beard, and erratic but kind temperament. Part 6, The Last Years and Immortal Legacy. In his later years, Mendeleev lived mainly in St. Petersburg, continuing to work tirelessly. He continued to write, to research, and to ponder unsolved problems. On February 2, 1907, he died at the age of 72. His funeral in St. Petersburg was a huge event, with thousands of mourners. His legacy, of course, is the periodic table, a work that changed the entire face of chemistry and modern science. In 1955, a newly discovered element was named Mendeleevium MD in his honor, one of the few scientists to have an element named after him. Today, the periodic table is not only found in laboratories, but also hangs in every chemistry classroom in the world. It is a symbol of knowledge, of systematization, and of the human ability to grasp the laws of nature. Conclusion. The story of Dmitri Mendeleev is a story of extraordinary will. From a poor boy in Siberia, through loss and illness, he rose to become one of the greatest minds of mankind. If Einstein gave us a view of the vast universe, Mendeleev gave us a map of the elemental world, the world of each tiny particle that makes up all things. And perhaps, the greatest thing that Mendeleev left behind was not just a periodic table, but the proof that, with perseverance, passion and intelligence, humans can draw order from chaos, find laws in the vast ocean of nature. We have finished part 1 of the story about his life. If you find it interesting, please give me a like and subscribe.